Hey, Ron, what's going on, brother? We're down here on the Columbia today. I'm bait fishing on that short little heavy boat rod. I've got a big. I took some nylons and cut up some liver, put that inside and made like a ball, bait ball, and then I soaked them in cherry Kool-Aid overnight. So I don't know what we might catch on that thing. And then this other one, and I've got it on the bottom with a big heavy weight. I'm way out there. And then with this other rod here, I got about a 5 foot leader with a torpedo slip sinker on it. And then I've got a floating bait on it. I've got 3 floating rainbow eggs. And I got a big ball of rainbow power bait on it. And it's got a smaller weight, so it kind of came in here. It's probably about 60 feet offshore and probably out there about 50 yards, 40, 50 yards. This guy here, I got a good cast on him. I'm out there well past where those geese. Oh, there we go. It might be current. I put something behind that sucker. It wants to teeter on that. Bigger rock than that. There we go. Big rock. There we go. Hey Dorothy, what's going on? Hey, what's up, Backtrack? Rural route, J-Town. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot down here on the Columbia River in central Washington. And man, I can't believe how many birds there are down here. Most of them have moved all down here, but there's got to be at least 150, 200 Canadian geese right there. And then back here in this little cove in the lagoon, there's got to be, 300 ducks and mallards and teals and mergansers and Billy Bob, what's up, brother? Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, we're just gonna chill today and do some bank fishing, and it's kind of nice. All these times I've been fly fishing. The last time I went down over to Ellensburg, all my lakes were froze over, so I went down to Vantage and tried fly fishing there, and I didn't do anything. But I wish I would have had my 2 bait rods in, spinners, but I didn't. So when I got home the next day, I put all my fishing gears in the back of the Jeep now, so I can pretty much do any kind of fishing I want. Dorothy, you know J-Town, right? You're a fisherman, J-Town? The ice stopped you? Yeah, we just started making really nice ice on the lakes last week, and it got up to about an inch thick, and it turned back into the 30s and raining and snowing. So I don't know what that ice looks like over there. I'm gonna have my buddy that works over here. Hey Alan, what's going on? Alankin, like number 9. Okay, we're going to get you 2 wrenched up. There, roll. And now you guys can connect with everyone. Oh, here comes the guy in a kayak. And I hope he doesn't. He's usually pretty good. He doesn't usually go over your line. I see this guy all the time, though. Give me hell. Yeah, I deserve it. Oh, there's some. Oh, I think those are called. I don't know if those are mergansers. I think those are mergansers. Yeah, they are. They just got a lot. They got the white on their head instead of the black. They got a black face but a white head. Oh, he spooked the geese. There they go. So that's what it sounds like when you spook 200 Canadian geese. Dirty. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's get you a wrench. You guys can all connect with each other. Yoshi, what's up, brother? Yeah, I know exactly. Thank God they flew that way. But when you see a flock of geese coming at you like that, if they're over the water, look at the water, and you just see, I don't know how to explain it, carpet bombing. It's something else. Yeah, I'm glad they took off that way. So I've been in the water for, what, let's see how long here, 8 minutes. I got bells on both of them. On the short little stout boat rod, I've got probably 2.5 ounces of weight on it. That's why it's so far out there. This one's actually, and it's not lead weight. It's a big nut I put on there, and take wire and make an eye. That way, if I lose my weight, it's going to dissolve. I'm not going to be dumping lead in the bottom of the river. Hell yeah, Valhalla, if you want to, thanks for coming in, brother. If you want to post your link, I've checked his channel out. He makes some pretty cool stuff. Or I've checked out his channel. But yeah, if you want to post your link, or Dorothy, you know how to post people's links, you guys feel free to post links for your channels, any of your latest videos. Gavin, what's up, brother? Oh, they got you on afternoons. I'm sorry. Backtrack. Take care, brother. Okay, bud. Good to see you, Gavin. Thanks for stopping in, man. We're bait fishing today, bro. I've got, I made some liver balls up last night and dusted them with cherry Kool-Aid, and that's what I got on the boat rod. And then this rod right here, I've got a floating bait on it, and it's in a slip sinker, about 5 feet a leader, and I've got rainbow floating eggs, and then I got rainbow power bait on the hook that's floating. So it's going to be up off the bottom. This guy's the other one's going to be directly on the bottom. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Alican. Appreciate it, man. I better have a cigarette. This is the place I was at last time I was fly fishing in this area. I was right here fly fishing, and just right out there in that slack water where I couldn't get my fly out there, I seen nice fish rolling out there. So, and we don't have sun on the water, so that's a good thing. Yeah, it's supposed to get almost a 40 today, and then it's supposed to start raining tomorrow. So this water is actually up about, probably about, I'd say it's about 2 feet high, or excuse me, yeah, it is. It's high because that's the old lines out there. So yeah, it's about 2 feet high. It is, isn't it, Dorothy? Yeah, I know that's how it is here too, Alec. Um, it started making ice last week, and I was really getting my hopes up. Right on, I'm gonna be ice fishing in a couple, maybe 3 weeks, and then about Thursday it started warming up, started raining. It rained all weekend, and it's just, I know that ice ain't worth a shit now. Get caught up on chat there, guys. Alcan, where are you at? I'm in central Washington State. This is the Columbia River right here in front of us. Brother Matty, what's up, buddy? So you're obviously in Washington State, Alcan. Oh, you're on the other side of the country. East Coast. So did you have to work today, Brother Matty? I think you said you went off call at midnight last night. What's up, Banana King? My favorite color is stainless steel. Hey, Creek Seeker, thanks for coming in, man. You like titanium over stainless? Of course, a blacksmith would. I was a pipe fitter welder, so of course I'm going to be partial to stainless. Yeah, I know you guys. Are you working today, Maddie? Hey, Crystal Jackson, what's going on? I know you. Get you rinsed up so you can connect with everybody. You called Maddie off, right on. Mighty nice of you, hooligans. Hey, Cindy, what's going on? Good to see you, sunshine. But don't bring any sunshine with you. I don't want any sun on the water. I want it nice and dark like this, overcast. It's something, it's something good to have in your toolbox, even when you're retired or, at home, around the house and stuff. Get you a little, you can get them for $100, a little wire feed welder with the little mini spools on it. I got one of those, and that's all the welder I need. If I have anything gas operated or a big machine, then the neighbors are going to see it. And the next thing you know, everybody in the hood, hey man, can you weld this for a 6-pack of beer? And I don't like doing that shit. I'm retired. Cindy and Dorothy are the best. Yeah, you know what I mean, man. You know, it's funny, the same guys that want everything welded for a, 2-hour weld job, they want to give you a 6-pack of beer or something. Those are the same guys that in the spring, every spring, my wife makes a poster up and puts it down on the community pin board. And for people, they want to come help work at my place, I'll pay you 10. I'll pay a kid $10 an hour. I'll pay, a young teenager, I'll pay him 15, $20 an hour, depending on how hard they work. But none of those people want to come around when it's springtime. Yeah, same thing. You know what I mean? I would definitely rather have the doobie, but still, for me, a 2-hour weld job, you can get one of those at the head shops around here for anywhere from $3 to $6, depending on quality. So you basically want to give me $3 for an hour weld job. Yep. To stick weld. Yeah, I was a stick welder, TIG welder, wire feed. Yeah, I do too. I love TIG welding, especially when I was in the pipe trades. We did a lot of stainless, and oh, I love doing that. Walking the cup around that pipe, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, TIG, it is so much cleaner. Hey, Mostly, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Let's see here if I missed anybody. Yeah, if you're laying in, you're welding right, and you're getting a good root, the weld should be stronger than the adjacent metal. Oh, now the water's coming up. You're waiting on a fishing tournament? Right on. What are you guys fishing for? Probably walleye, huh? Yeah, there's walleye in here. So I could catch a walleye, a sturgeon, a catfish, northern pike minnow, suckers. I think there's some carp in here too. Let's see here, where was that? In the steel mills. Casting segments, uh-huh. Well, thank you, Crystal. Thank you very much. A Nick November. I'm good. Welcome in, man. I think this is your first time here. I think. I don't remember ever seeing you before. But welcome, Nick. Yeah, I worked in a cogen plant that was a fucking trash burner. That was their heat source, and on the boilers every time there was a, we do like a 9-day shutdown. We had two big boilers, and we would rotate them every 6 months and do well, depending on the extent of repairs, it could go up to a month long, the outage. But I always got stuck with the water jackets, and right where the valve trains went in to the water jacket was about a foot off the floor. And the first time I did one of those shutdowns, I tried doing those valves, and there were a bunch of they were rebuildable valves, but they usually, because they were so low, they always got rotted out. And there was like 6 valves in there. And the first time I tried cutting them and doing them in place, and that was the end of that, man. It took me like, almost 2 days. So what I would do a month before the outage even started is I would just build the whole thing. I went in there when the shutdown started. I made 2 cuts, put a whole new valve train in, done deal, man. So I went from almost 20 hours of labor to 2 hours of labor. Yeah, we only speak English here, Anek. Oh, that's a bummer. You got to watch. Yeah, I wish, man, fish on. I got bells on them, so if I get any kind of a bite at all, we're going to hear it. And I think I see a pencil bobber over there stuck in that tree. Yeah. Yeah, you pretty much want either a Lincoln or a Miller. Those are two of the best welders made. And I prefer the old ones that had the copper windings in them, not these new ones that have the aluminum. Yeah, Lincoln. That's what I always used, was Lincoln and Miller. Hey, Marines Army Mom. Steven, my barrel brother. What's going on, man? Oh, Harbor Freight. Yeah, I bought a Harbor Freight little wire feed welder just for around the house. It was like $100, and it takes care of everything I need. Oh, an Africanus? I'm not going to What we got here? Oh, I think it's a sweeper sweeping the walking paths. Man, that would be so cool to hook into a sturgeon. I'm not fishing for them, but you know, anytime you're bottom fishing, you got a chance you could catch one. I'd rather have a catfish. Yes. The barrelman. The water's coming up big time, man. I have to start moving my shit back. Yeah, it's flat coming up. You guys will have to pardon me for a minute. I got to move everything back a few feet. Got a good view of that rod. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know. Hurry up. Catch a fish. Oh, people call me old man all the time. And that guy was hauling ass in that frickin' kayak. He got a weight going on, man. Oh. Thought I had a bite. I think it was the wake from his kayak, because this thing's out in the current, and that thing's only probably got about 3/4 of an ounce on it, so it probably made it bounce. The other one, the little short boat rod, it's got like 2.5 ounces on it. Black licorice. Well, actually, that liver ball that I have on that short rod, so I got fresh liver, and I make these little bait balls out of nylons, tie them up, and then dust them with cherry Kool-Aid, and it gives it that anise smell that really, really attracts fish, and it smells like black licorice. Hey JJ, what's going on, man? I'm trying to I try to stay away from lead sinkers, just because we have such an issue with I mean, you wouldn't believe the amount of lead in the bottom of these rivers. So this one, though, does have lead on it. It's a slip sinker, but the big rod, with the one I got sitting on the bottom, it's got a big steel nut on it. So if I lose that weight, eventually that thing's going to rust and go bye-bye. It may take 50, 60 years. You like black licorice? My dad loves black licorice. I absolutely hate it. I'm a cherry licorice guy, red licorice. Yeah, I don't think that was a bite. I think it was that weight bumping that wake with my floating bait probably made it bounce around, and it probably repositioned itself. But everything's nice and tight. Use lead egg weight once. Yeah. Yeah, the only time I ever use split shots is like if I'm in a stream or something like that, you know, or like if I got a fly on it and it's not getting deep enough, there's too much current, or it's not getting deep enough fast enough, I might put one little tiny split shot about 6 to 10 inches in front of that fly. That sounds funny. I don't understand the question. Pack feeders. Hey, Steel City, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, man. So yeah, where I'm at here, this is a big eddy right here. You got the main current out there heading downstream. Then it does a big eddy right here. You can see the current in front of me. Boom, heading upstream. So what I've done is I've put both these out there in the slack water. This guy here bounced over and he's back in this back eddy, but the big rod, or the short rod with the big weight, it's still out there in that slack water. That's where I was seeing them fish jump. Hey, movie fans, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. If I missed anybody here. Hey, George, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you coming in, man. Yeah, the water's still coming in. I hope it doesn't come all the way in. I'm gonna go check out this pencil bobber over here, see if it's any good. I thought it was a pencil bobber. It's a little joint container somebody left down here, so I'll pack it out for them. But it smells like it was good shit. You absolutely could use it as a bobber, yes. I've got a bunch of bobbers, though. Thank you very much, movie fan. I appreciate you. I know, I hate when people live trash, too, man. Yeah, they left it empty. Yes, I do. I ran out last night, so when I leave here, I know right where I'm heading. They weren't open this morning, so. Yeah, I know it. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? I hate that when I'm like going to some beautiful little reservoir or little lake or pond, you know, and you get up there and it's just all, it looks like wilderness all around it. And then all around the edges of the lake is just, you know, worm boxes, cigarette butts, just pop cans, all kinds of crap. It's terrible here. Yeah, don't touch it, whatever you do. Oh, man. I've heard you can turn them inside out and shake the fuck out of them, but I wouldn't recommend it. Oh man, that's good shit right there. Oh, that's funny, Steven. Yeah, we were. I was doing a job in Seattle, and we were in a little small server data center, and right across the alley was this one of those telemarketing businesses, and they had to walk down the alley and then go up these stairs to get into their office building, into the parking garage, and that's where the elevator was. Well, me and my apprentice, we were coming back from lunch because we had to go all the way to the end of the alley to have a smoke. So we were coming back, and there was all these people walking by that worked in the telecenter, and here laying on the side of the alleyway is a mechanical dildo that, I'm not kidding you, this thing was probably 10 inches long, and it had to be at least 2 inches in diameter. And then it had this, I don't know what it was, but it looked like, where the testicles would be. But anyway, we were just tripping on that. So we told our boss about it. And I go, yeah, it's laying right over there. And he's like, get out of here. You got to be kidding me. I go, no, that's what it is, man. He walked over there and he's looking at it, and that helper of mine, he goes, screams out, don't touch it. Our boss flipped around. He goes, I'm not going to touch it. It was just funny as shit. Oh, I was looking at the phone and I seen it must have been current though. Oh, no, it's not. Here we go. Maybe. Thought it was a bite. Hey Fabian, what's going on, bro? Hey Melody, what's up? Thank you guys for stopping in. We're doing some bank fishing today. We're fishing for, I should say bottom fishing, anything on the bottom of the water. We got trout, we got catfish, sturgeon, walleye, northern pike minnow, and carp. In certain times of the year, there's salmon and steelhead running, but the runs are all done now. Oh, this would make an excellent camping spot. The only problem is it's I'm in a city park, and there's no overnight camping. And the way this river can go up and down up to 8 feet. So if you're going to want to make sure you be back, but you can't camp in this one. And up the river, there's 3 more parks about, from 2 to 12 miles up the river, and those have overnight camping, but all those parks close the last day of fishing season. No kidding. What is a pickerel? What the hell is that, Steven? Are they like a panfish or a type of bass or pike? I see back east they got them, but I don't think we have them on the west coast. Or I should say this side of the Rockies. It's a cousin to the pike, okay. Northern pike, but smaller. Gotcha. Well, we got lots of pike in this state. In fact, in the Columbia River, we got northern pike, and they don't want them in here. The tribe was had a bounty on them for a while. Oh, and there's smallmouth bass and largemouth bass also. But usually you're only going to find them in the lagoons. They're usually not out here in the channel like this. But there is a lagoon just, I'm probably 60 feet from the entrance to it. And the water's coming in on the upper end and coming out down here by me. I fished the hell out of that lagoon though. The only thing I've ever caught in this river is suckers, northern pike minnow, and smallmouth bass. That's it. That's all I've ever caught in this river. All right, I'm still out there a ways. Just braided wire. Oh, that's right. There's freaking bluegill and sunfish in here too. I forgot about them. Yeah, there's a lot of bluegill and sunfish in here. But like I said, they're all up in the lagoons and over here in these little, underneath all these overhanging trees behind me and stuff. That's the kind of shit they like. Wow, it sounds like a beautiful fish. How you doing today, Fabian? Yeah, I've seen guys catch them. Well, I haven't seen them catch them. I always got there either before or after, but somebody would be keeping a fish count on the bottom for them, and there's a couple channels, a couple guys back east that I've seen them. They've caught them, but I've never actually got to see one. But yeah, I could catch a pike in here too. I'll bet it did make a fine meal. Nope, no muskie. Just we got cats in here and sturgeon. Just they're northern pike. They're not the muskies. And then, like I said, we got walleye pike. The walleye are excellent eating. Yeah, I think any of the pike really. I haven't had a bad one yet. But it's been years since I caught a pike. Yeah, before I retired, I was really trying to just bank as many hours as I could and get my pensions built up and my supplemental. And so, like in 15 years, I think my wife and we only went fishing like probably 4 times in 15 years. And now that I'm retired, I try to go every week, at least once a week. Reason I came out today is because it's supposed to start snowing. This is the warm day. It's like 36, right? 35. Yeah, no shit, right? 1,000 casts. Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. Yep, those muskies, they get freaking huge. And if you're in a body of water where there's those tiger muskies in there, you don't want to be sitting there with your feet wiggling your toes around in the water on the end of the dock or off the back of your boat, or hanging your hand over the water and, splashing your hands around in the water, because I've heard them, they'll hit it. Yeah, I had a buddy that lived in Texas. He lives up here now, but he was really into gar fishing. He's a fly fisherman, but man, he said if he could only ever do one kind of fishing, it would be gar fishing. What's up, Gator? Hi, Adele. Thanks for coming in. Rude, good to see you. Thank you guys for stopping in. So anytime you're doing this kind of fishing, it's just hours and hours of boredom interrupted by intense moments of chaos and excitement. How long's it been out? Let's see. Haven't even had them in the water for an hour. I think when I get to an hour, I might reel this one in and check it. But that other one that I'm trying for catfish or a sturgeon, and it's catch and release only on the sturgeon. Can't even take them out of the water. But I'm gonna leave it because it can take, some of those guys that sturgeon fish, it can take 3-4 hours for them to get a hit. Whoops. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty nice. What I do is, hey, thanks, Gator. You're awesome, brother. And this right now is the best time to look for points and stuff down here on this river when it's low. But because the tribes have all the rights on the Columbia River in Washington State, they have all the rights on the Pend Oreille River, the Wenatchee. They have rights on a lot of rivers. And any river they have the rights on, you're not allowed to do any type of artifact hunting whatsoever. But we used to go up by Marcus on Lake Roosevelt before they passed that law. We used to go up there, and you were guaranteed 3 nice points every time you went up there. My dad's got a really nice black obsidian one that's about 3.5 inches long. It's beauty. It is a beauty. I appreciate it, Gator. You're awesome, man. Hear that duck? That guy's got a house across the river. And that house, I think it is, because it was up on the market here about 3 years ago. And it's 8,500 square feet, I think. That's a big house. Bigger than I want. Yeah, no shit, right? Accidentally snag one with a big treble hook. So I was reading up on the rules and regs, and when you're bait fishing, if you have a big weight on it, your line to, or your weight to hook has to be a minimum of 12 inches. And I was trying to figure, why in the hell, well, people will snag. People will run that short rig and only run that weight about 3 or 4 inches off the hook, and they're snagging. And there's nothing I hate worse than a fucking snagger. I can't stand those bitches. Hey, Nikki, what's going on? I haven't got a bite yet, Nikki. No. I've been in the water for 59 minutes. Nothing yet. We're not fly fishing today, we're bait fishing today. I wish they were biting. I just got a whiff of cigarette smoke. Wow, I didn't think I could smell that good. There's a guy walking over there about probably 40 yards from me, and he's walking across the grass smoking a cigarette, and I just got a whiff of that smoke. Welding fumes didn't totally burn my sinuses out. It's not too bad, really. It's like 30, I think around 34. It's not bad at all. And that's one of the reasons I'm out here, because the next 2 days, tomorrow and the next day, it even could start tonight, it's supposed to start snowing. Yep. There they are, right there in that slack water. I can see them breaking the surface. But I don't know what kind of fish that is. It could be anything. Probably not a sturgeon or a catfish, but could be a walleye, a pike, who knows. Oh, nice, Cindy. I'll tell you what, as soon as next spring when it warms up, I'm going way down on the down to the Tri-Cities, and that's where the big cats are supposed to be, and I'm going after some big cats. I mean, there's cats in here, but they're not, not like the ones down there in the lower Wanapum. Looks like I got a bunch of seaweed shit around this guy here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring this one in. Yeah, Stephen, yep, there's a dam 8 miles down the river that way, but I can't get anywhere near it unless you had a boat. And then there's another dam up this way, about probably 3-4 miles, and I can get below it and fish. I think I can. They might have closed that. I think they closed that access when fishing season for all the lakes and rivers closed, but the Columbia is open all year. But I can't get anywhere near them, so that's why I'm fishing just around this bend right here is where the Wenatchee River dumps into the Columbia, and so that's what I'm kind of trying to fish, the confluences. Thanks for stopping by, George. Take care, man. So I think I'm gonna bring this other rod into and check it. Oh. How the fuck did that happen? Sucker did not want to come off. Yeah, I don't want to be messing with the waterfowl. That's for damn sure. I actually think I don't know. It might have got it. It might have ended on the 31st, But I think waterfowl season was still open, but you don't want to be shooting in City Park. They kind of frown on that. Hey, Paul, what's going on, buddy? As we stand right now, we're skunk, but I've still got a couple more hours of fishing. Rob, thanks. Yeah, if we catch a northern pike minnow today, we don't put them back in the water. We smack them with a rock and throw them back up here on the bank. Let the ravens eat them. They're really devastating on trout and salmon populations. Hey, Paleo Bro. Right on, man. I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Just waiting for your partner. Man, I'm just so happy the wind's not blowing. Last time I was on the Columbia down at Vantage, I only made it about an hour and a half, and I was just so done with that wind. Been out here an hour and 15 minutes. You know what's funny is these ducks. I'm sitting here watching them, and they, like this guy coming right here, he'll come up here in the current, and then he'll get out there, and it just shoots them down out there in the current. They don't even have to kick or nothing, and then they swing back here and get in this eddy, and the current carries them back up, so they're not hardly using any energy, and they're covering a lot of area. Here comes a boat hauling ass. I know. I'm empty, man. As soon as I leave here, I'm heading right to the shop. CD. Did I just hear a bell? That's a nice boat. That's about the same size as mine. Mine's a 17-footer. Oh, there's a bite. I think the current just broke my weight loose and it moved. Yeah, it kind of sucks because there's no night fishing in this stretch of the river between the Rock Island Dam and Rocky Reach Dam. They ain't no night fishing. Hey, Trudge. Thanks for coming in, man. Here, I'm going to get you a wrench, brother. There you go. You probably already connected everyone in here anyway, but... You're in the building trades, Trudge? You betcha, brother. Yeah, both those boats are... Oh, they're working that big... there's a big eddy back there behind me. But you can only fish it with a boat because it's for... I've been up there for 150 feet off the shore. The water's probably only about a foot deep. Yeah, 2 feet deep. Oh, facility maintenance at the university. Gotcha. He makes some cool knives too. Valhalla does. Really cool knives. You guys should check his channel out. Hey, Chef Mary. Long time no see. There you go. They are great works. Good to see you, Mary. Thanks for coming in. That little short boat rod with the big weight on it, it's holding real nice, man. It does not move. But this guy here will bounce around a little bit, which is, I don't mind. This is all gravel out here. There's no big monster rocks, so up the river 2 miles, 2.5 miles where I fish, there's huge rocks everywhere. I mean, rocks half the size of a Volkswagen, because it's right up by the dam. If you got the link, Mary, you can post it up there. You can post your channel. I don't have any problem with that, Mary. If you want to post a link, you go right ahead. Yeah, now the water's going back down. I'm going to take a walk right over here and take a look. Nope, not even a bite.
Which way did those boats go?
They headed up that way. They're up by the that launch up there by the market.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know what they're doing this time of year.
Yeah, I don't know what they're fishing for.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot. There's also Berwick lingcod in there, and that's probably what those guys are fishing for. They were probably all the way up at Brewster Hole fishing below. Oh no, they couldn't have been, because they're below Rocky Reach. So they might have been walleye fishing right below Rocky Reach Dam. But if you're on foot, you can only get within on Rocky Reach Dam probably 800 feet of the dam. But if you're in a boat, you can get in within 400 feet of the dam. Oh, I bet that was good, Trudge. I love walleye. It's such good eating. Scottish Mike, glad you stopped in, man. Here you go, my friend. Yep, poor man lobster. That's exactly what it is. That's what we call it. Good to see you too, Mike. Thanks for stopping in, brother. We're not fly fishing today. We're bottom fishing with bait. I got a liver ball that's been soaked in cherry Kool-Aid on one, and then on this other one here I got floating bait, power bait, rainbow power bait with 3 rainbow eggs on it. So, and it's got about 5 feet a leader, so it's not on the bottom. But the one with the liver ball, it's probably about 1.5 feet off the bottom, because I got my weight lower than my hook. Hey, what's up, Ideal? I know you. Whoops. No, 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 no. My bad, my bad. Here. Gosh darn it. How in the fuck did I do that? That is not what I wanted to do. I am so sorry. God dang it. Now I can't bring you back. There you are. I'm so sorry. There we go. I meant to give you a wrench and I hid you. I'm sorry. Hey, Traveler Flies. Okay, thank you, Cindy. I was trying to give her a wrench and accidentally hit her. There you go. Sorry about that, Ideal. Hey, Miss Giggy, what's going on? Traveler Fly, thanks for showing in, man. Showing up, man. I appreciate that. I know you, all you guys that have YouTube channels, and I know you guys are all busy. I know what it takes to really keep your channel healthy and keep your subs up, and keep people interested and keep putting out content. Um, that's why I started doing the coin things. I couldn't get out and go fishing, so I started posting a lot of stuff on my coins. I should have made a short video last night when I was making the bait balls. I didn't even think about it. I'm sorry, Ideal. That was an accident. So I repositioned everything at 1 hour. So these new sets I got out have been here for 25 minutes. Oh, right on, Trudge. I'll bet you are, man. I think the next time I come down here, I'm gonna fish on that side of this inlet of the lagoon. But I mean, I did see a couple fish out there in that slack water raising up, coming up out of the water, so it's hard to say. Seems like when I'm fly fishing, I'll be working in an area and then I'll see a couple jump over here. I'll kind of make my way down the bank, start fishing that, and then right where I was, fish start jumping there. So I'll turn this so you guys can see that other rod too. And you can see both the bells. Yep, doesn't it, Miss Giggy? Oh, I better check. Forgot to do something here. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's one thing about Washington State. I always kind of look around a little bit, but if you see any piece of obsidian laying along the river, it's an artifact, because Washington State does not have any obsidian deposits in the entire state anywhere. So if you see a piece of obsidian, it was part of a tool or a point or something like that, but it's definitely an artifact. Oh, I wish I could get a bite. I got this guy way out in that direction, and this guy here is in the opposite direction. All right, thanks, Trudge. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Have a good day. Yeah, she's out there in the sweet spot. How's it going?
Howdy. Any ringing on the bell?
Nothing.
What are you after?
Anything that'll hit it.
Anything?
I'll be happy if I catch a northern pike minnow.
There you go. Squat fish?
Yeah, there's squawfish in here.
Yeah.
In this stretch of water here, the only thing I've caught so far is northern pike minnow and suckers.
Yeah. Ah, well.
At least it's a fish.
Yeah, I guess they put them in the pressure cookers and bunch of spice. Look out, you
He
goofy.
smells my liver. Look out, buddy.
Look out. Sorry.
That's okay. No problem, man. I got dogs.
He's just curious.
Yeah.
You know, came down for a doctor's appointment. Got no time. Oh. Yeah, I remember in the old days, back in the 60s and stuff, gee, there were so many steelhead and stuff that guys come down here and just slay them.
Yep.
But that's when there was lots of salmon and
Right. I think this year for salmon and steelhead, I mean, I don't even think the season was like 7 or 8 days because the fish counts are so low.
yeah, well, the Indians are catching them all down in the lower Columbia.
Yep.
And, you know, there's just not very many get by them.
Right.
You know, I took a drive from Astoria, you know, and then to Bonneville Dam, and every 100 yards was a net and a seal,
Yep.
and a net is for 40 miles,
Yep.
And I mean, I don't see how anything can get past all that. You know, if the nets don't get them, the seals get them.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen those sea lions all the way up to McNary Dam.
Right.
And
so
they've-
they go up the ladders then. Yeah.
Yep. And they've also now they've spotted them 15 miles above McNary in some of the watershed. So
Well, I
they're
tell ya, you know,
that's a long ways away from the ocean.
right. It ain't natural.
No. I mean, it's what? That's got to be 300 miles, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's ridiculous. You know, let the Indians eat them. They
Yeah.
used to eat them.
Yeah, what's wrong with seal? Hell,
Right,
I'll
nothing.
try it.
You know, that's what they used to eat back, 1,000 years ago was marine mammals.
Yeah.
And then fish too. But I mean, and they eat them. But these Indians, they don't eat them. They sell them.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they eat. They eat drugs. They're into heroin and meth and all that
I
stuff.
always wondered how that worked because, I always go to smoke shops to buy my cigarettes because they're so much cheaper on the reservation.
Yeah.
And they'll have, just coolers and coolers full of salmon
Yeah.
and steelhead.
Right. For sale.
Yep, for
Yeah.
sale.
Oh yeah, I know it. And it's just, all the hundreds of millions of dollars they spent. Each one of those fish is worth about $1,000
I know.
for what our tax. And here they're selling them for $10 a piece.
Yeah.
And I got no problem with them catching some and eating them.
Right.
But this thing where they're, and I've been on the
It's
There's a
basically
part-
commercial fishing on the Columbia
Right.
River.
right,
Yeah.
and the thing is, there's no regulation. They have
There's
their
n-
own fish cops.
Yep.
And people don't know what's going on. I mean, they're going out of there in the semi-load
Yeah.
daily. I mean, and there's 20 different launches. I mean, they're just taking hundreds of thousands of salmon and steelhead, and people don't know it, you
Right.
know. And people are just this.
Yeah, they don't
those
have.
poor Indians.
Well,
you
they
know,
don't have to have
what?
catch cards either.
Huh?
They don't have to have catch cards.
Well, no. I mean, that's what I mean. There's no limit or
Right.
season or anything. And then in this state too, it's I hunt elk, but there ain't no elk left because the Indians have killed them all.
Well, I always hunted red top,
Yeah.
and they have keys to go behind those Forest
Right.
Service gates. And
Yeah.
the area I used to hunt, I quit hunting about 8 years ago because I went in there
Yeah.
the one year during hunting season, and there must have
Quit.
there must have been 25 carcasses,
Yeah.
whole skeletons. They'd have
Yeah.
the heads cut off.
Right. Cut
And-
the back straps out
Yep.
and leave the rest.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
And they're still doing it. A friend of mine was up archery hunting up Clockham last year, and they go by this camp, Indian camp, and they had 10 spiked heads stuck out by the road.
10 elk.
Right, and a giant bull heads, and there wasn't no meat hanging.
Huh. Well,
And
they.
so it's
You
like-
said that was over by Ellensburg.
Hmm?
Was that over by Ellensburg?
Right.
Because they
Yeah.
busted those guys.
Yeah. Oh no, these were just Indians. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, this was Clockham.
Oh, Clackham.
Yeah, and they can't get busted. So I mean, whoever you were talking about, white folk.
Yeah.
No, these Indians, they can year round, no limit
Yeah.
on deer, elk,
Elk,
whatever. And but so they ain't going anywhere.
No.
So I'm going somewhere. I've been trying to get out of here for years, and I grew up in Wenatchee.
Oh, did you?
And there wasn't a single Mexican in here. It was all people from Arkansas.
Yeah, that's that whole Tarpiscan area. And, my family migrated from Arkansas here
Well, there you
long
go.
time ago.
Right. and I used to work in the orchards. Everybody did.
Yep.
There was jobs for everybody then.
Yep.
And they were simple, nice, good, honest folks.
Yep.
And then the orchardists started hiring these Mexicans not because they work any harder,
They were
but
cheap.
because they could write, and then half the time they wouldn't pay them because they were illegal.
Yeah.
And so it's the orchardists are the ones who caused it all. And now, look at it. It's like 60% Mexicans in this town. It's going up every year. And I mean, a white guy can't find a job,
Right.
and the only job they can find is
I muted that, guys. The reason I did is that guy was going on a racial rant, and I don't like that shit. I didn't want to be rude with the guy, but I don't want my listeners to have to listen to that shit. I apologize to everyone. I got a lot of friends that are Hispanic, and it was one thing for him to be talking shit on Native Americans, but when he started it on Hispanic people, I hit the mute because I have a lot of Hispanic friends. My buddy James, the last guy I was working with, he's I can't remember what tribe, Native American, but he's Hispanic and Spanish, and he's one of the greatest guys I ever worked with. Awesome people, and that's the guy that gave me the flies, and he ties flies. He's a fly fisherman too. Hey Doug, what's going on, brother? Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Hey, Private Orp, what's up, brother? I haven't even got a bite yet, man. Every once in a while, this the one that I have the 3/4 ounce sinker on, it'll bust loose and, you know, give a little bang on the bell, but it's just the current. Yeah, he pretty much the second started talking, didn't he? I was like, fuck, dude, shut the fuck up. Yeah, he's fucking racist as hell, man. That guy reminds me of my grandpa. Oh, nice, Doug. So you're out fishing too right now? Yeah, I know those for a fact. Those sea lions are just fucking wipe the salmon and steelhead out. And there's a lot of sea lions like below McNary Dam. It's not uncommon to see 100 sea lions down there. They're not seals, they're sea lions. And those suckers, they eat, I don't know how many salmon steelhead they eat a day, but man, they hammer them. And when they start getting up to like 100 of them below the dam, they'll go down and harvest a few of them. And it scares the hell out of them, and they'll leave for about a week. They'll go down river. A week later, they're right back there. Oh, okay. It's gonna be a boring dinner, Doug. I gotta at least catch a sucker. Suckers, they don't put up much of a fight. You can tell when you got a sucker on. But Northern Pike Minnow, they actually put up a decent fight. There's another McGann. They're out here munching down. They're probably eating sunfish and shiners. Yeah, so this closest rod right here, the dark one, it's got a Mitchell 300 on it that was made in France, and that reel's probably, I don't know, it's got to be at least 40 years old. probably older than that because my uncle gave it to me, and I don't know how many years he had it, but I seen one on Facebook Marketplace, and it was a brand new one in the box with the papers, but the dude wanted $200 for it. I was like, nah. I mean, I love those reels; those are badass reels, but $200 is a little too rich for my blood. No, salmon and the steelhead season's over. I'm going for catfish, maybe even a sturgeon, walleye, uh, northern pike, bass. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Like there's channel cats and blue cats. But up here in between these two dams isn't real. I mean, there's cats, but they're far and few between. I got to go down to Lower Wanapum, down by the Tri-Cities, and that's where they're real good. Cane rods, yeah. My grandpa, he had a couple of them. I wish I could have got my hands on one of them, but I didn't. They down in Moses Lake, they do a lot of carp fishing there, and you'll see guys on the bridges, and they all got cane poles. I don't know what the hell those guys are working on over there. Oh, one just jumped over there. Oh no, that was a duck. One of those mergansers. Yeah, I got the cane at school. You ain't shitting, I did a lot. I was a freaking hellion, man. Remember one time I got a SWAT from the principal, and my dad came down there, and he told that principal, he said, "Let me see that SWAT," and then he gave me another one right in front of the principal. Hell, the water levels probably went up and down 1.5 feet since I've been here. It's on its way back out now. I'm gonna try to maybe reel this sucker, this pole in here, right here. How long has it been out there? Yeah, about 5 more minutes, and I might switch the bait on this one. I'm gonna leave that liver ball out there. I think I might change the colors up on this guy though. Yeah, because I think I caught the northern pike. Oh, I caught him on worms. The sucker I caught on the yellow power bait. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch that color out. I'm gonna swap this fade out.
I'm right in front of you, bro. You want to line there? Here, go under. Thank you.
Guy. Some people's kids, let me tell you. That sucker is way out here. Way out there. Almost to the other side of the slack water. Oh, look at that current just. I know, right? That other kayaker, he was real cool, and I've seen him down there a bunch of times. And he always looks at my lines and stuff, and he always goes out. This guy right here, though, I've never seen him before, and as you notice, he had a outrigger on his kayak, so he's obviously novice, which, you know, good for him. He's probably so focused on not rolling that thing over, he didn't even see my lines. Thanks for stopping in, Fabian. So, are you off work today, Maddie, or? I know you weren't off call last night at midnight. So we've been out for 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'll tell you, if the weather stays like this, there's not going to be enough ice to get out on those lakes. Not safely. If we don't start getting some rain or some really cold weather. Hell, usually this time of year, into December, January, usually January is where you hit the single digits. Yeah, yesterday we just had nothing but sleet, rain, freezing rain, rain and snow mix. It's just the snow that looks like the little tiny round styrofoam balls. We had a bunch of those. Just about everything yesterday. Oh yeah, this water went way out. But because it's so gradual here, the water level's probably only dropped about 10 inches, maybe a foot. Jesus, Bee Husky. Wow. $50 below. Good Lord, where the hell you at? Hey, Live, what's going on, buddy? What are you up in Canada, Bee Husky? Canada or Alaska, probably. Alaska, yeah. What am I fishing for? Anything that'll hit it on bottom fishing with bait, with liver on one pole, with power bait and scented eggs on the other pole. And I can't keep any trout in this stretch of river, catch and release only. The salmon and steelhead runs are over, so we're looking at walleye, we're looking at northern pike minnow. There's supposed to be some carp. I know there's suckers in here. I don't really want them. And there's smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, bluegill, sunfish. So I'm just hoping anything. It'd be kind of nice if I could at least catch a northern pike minnow, which there's a lot of them in between these two dams, because we want to get them out of the river. So any of them I catch, they get knocked in the head with a rock and thrown up on the bank for the birds. No fly rod today, man. I thought I'd just do some good old lazy bait fishing. A life's working in hell today, huh? You guys better watch my lines. A couple of little hooded, or no, those are common McGanzers there. I'll move you guys over here a little bit. You see both poles there? Silver one. I want you guys to be able to see both those rods. There we go. There it is. Give you a little different view down the river. So I don't know if you guys can see it, like right, see where's it gonna be? It's gonna be right out here somewhere. Yeah, right there. There's a sandbar, and it's got a couple big logs on it. And last time I was fly fishing down here, when the sun hit those, you could just see nothing but fishing lines and lures and shit hanging all over those trees. The trees are 1,000 snags, man. Thanks a lot. I'll bet you couldn't even type that with a straight face, could you? I can still see them fish out there in that slack water hogging the surface, but it's out there probably 45, 50 yards. Even if I had with my fly rod, I wouldn't be able to get it. Live. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it. Alive. Yeah, in the summertime, this would be a good place to swim right here. In fact, right here in this little lagoon, they've got, there's a swimming area there. But that's one thing about this Columbia River, man. This sucker doesn't get warm until into August. The heck's making all the... Okay, guys, there's an otter right here. I want to see if I can get this sucker on camera. Let's show you guys a otter. I was like, that is a huge fucking fish, and then he came up. It's an otter. There he is right there. North American otter. He's a big boy. He's a river otter there. There he is. Yep, that's an otter. We have lots of them on the Columbia. I'll get up here closer, see if I can get him when he comes back up. There, he's right in there. Yeah, I was over there and I was like, man, that's a fucking huge fish. He's scoping me out. Oh, here he comes. He's curious. What's going on, buddy? That's cool, man. I've never been up this close to one. They're usually super shy. He's working this area, though. He might have split now. Oh, there he is right there. Son of a bitch, he's got a fish. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's got a crawdad. Got a crayfish. Hey, Ranios, what's up, man? We're just checking this otter out here. I'm down here fishing, but this otter caught my eye. There he is. Yep, he's catching crawdads, man. He's scoring too, big time. Yeah, I hope he don't fucking pick my bait up. I need to think about that. Yeah, I might want to spook his ass out of here. Last thing I want to do is catch a fucking otter. Yep, here he comes. Okay, I gotta go spook him out of here, man. I don't want to fucking catch him. Tossed a rock near him. He just sat there and looked at me like, what are you doing? No, I didn't alive. I seen some of your vacation ones. Man, get out of here, dude. Yeah, he's heading right toward that fucking bait. Oh, he's snorting at me. I pissed him off. That scared the fuck out of him. I put one about 6 inches away from him. I just don't want him. Oh, damn it. I had an otter get on my, I used to be in the boating club. I had my sailboat moored about 4 miles from here above the dam. And them otters went up there and were getting crawdads and eating them in my sailboat. Well, the shells went down and plugged the cockpit drain. And I get a call from one of my club members, and he goes, "Hey man, you might want to come out here and take a look at your boat." He goes, "She's laying real low in the water." So I went out there, and I only had probably, I don't know, maybe a foot of freeboard left. And the whole inside of that fucking, luckily we didn't have anything in the boat. Well, I was getting ready to pull it out in a couple weeks, and that thing was full of fucking water, man. So I turned on the bilge and cleaned the drain all out. Yeah, he's got another crawdad right there. Man, he is slaughtering them. Looks like he's having a hard time eating that one. That's a big crawdad he's got. God, I wish that thing would get the fuck out of here. I don't want him to get the bait. I'll show you guys him. Yeah, we're in Washington. Yeah, I'm on the Columbia River. There he is. Man, that guy, every time he comes up, he's got something, either fish or crawdad. That's a crawdad. You can hear him crunching it. I sure wish he'd get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he's mowing down on them crawdads. Yeah, there's a lot of otter in this stretch of river. Yeah, you just keep going on downstream, Bubba. Oh, here comes another kayak. I hope he sees my fucking lines. I love crayfish, man. I got a couple traps, but I don't bring them because I'm already carrying 2 poles, tackle box, tripod. I might have to invest in a little wagon so I could bring my 2 pots. Yeah, I see you, you son of a gun. Get out of here. Morning.
Hello.
Hey, Daisy Mae, what's going on? That's going good. We haven't got any fish. You just missed it. We had an otter out here grabbing crayfish. The guy in the kayak scared him off. He's way downriver now. But I'm seeing the water. There might be another one back over here. Very seldom is there just one otter by himself. They usually live in little communes of, anywhere from 4 to 8 of them. Little families. Come on, fish. Stupid fish. Oh, Maddie's plowing. I thought he was done. Yeah, I thought he went off call last night. What time is it? 2.5 hours I've been here. 10:24. Somebody must have called in sick or something, I'll bet. Oh, okay, lately. Gotcha. Oh, right on, bro. Right on. Are you tying flies or doing anything tonight, Maddie? Are you? Okay. And what, normal time? 7:30 UK? I just heard that bell, but it's probably the current. Mm-hmm. Which one was it? Did anybody see any movement? You got 12 crappie? Nice. Yeah, I sent Maddie a video of a guy that caught a sturgeon here on the Columbia down on the lower Wanapum, and I've never seen a sturgeon breach before, but this sucker, he came straight up out of the water, and I mean this fish was pushing probably 7 foot, probably 400 or 500 pound fish. Man, it was impressive. All right, Ron, have fun cleaning them crappies. Man, he's gonna have some good eating there with them crappies. One of my favorite eating panfish. Them sunfish are really good eating too, but they're so damn small, man. I mean, the fillets you get off them are just basically like a couple little fish sticks. But my uncle, he'd go catch a whole five. There was no limit on them back in the 60s and 70s. He'd catch a whole bucket full of them. And I don't know how he did it so fast, but man, he could fillet those fish so freaking fast. He could do a 5-gallon bucket in probably, I don't know, 45 minutes. And roll those in some batter and deep fry them and have them with your breakfast. Pretty good stuff, man. At about 4:30 Eastern time. So that's 1:30 my time. Right on. I'm glad to see that otter left, man. Yeah, it's bad enough catching a turtle. I couldn't even imagine catching a freaking an otter. That must have been the current that this torpedo weight probably jarred loose and moved, and that's what I heard. Live in an hour, right on. Let's see here, how much I still have. 47%. Yeah, I haven't got my my battery pack yet. Oh, I got you guys the wrong way. There we go. Sorry about that. Just noticed that. What I like about this place, it's nice and quiet. When I'm fishing at that lake over there in Ellensburg, I'm right by I-90, and it is so loud. And then when I was down at Vinita Bridge, man, it's just, the wind was blowing, you know, all the semis and cars, and, you know, I'm only like 60, 70 yards from the highway. Hey, B-Say, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm probably going to be out here for another 30 minutes or so. Because I do like to watch my brother Matty tie flies. I like watching anybody tie flies. But the banter is priceless. How's Chloe and the kids today, Matty? Yeah, you know, it's pretty spotty here where I'm at too. A lot of the, I think only one of those little reservoirs that I fish, I think only one of them I have service on. But I was looking at a Starlink setup, and I mean, you're talking $400. Jordy's a little better, but grumpy. Come on. Stupid fish. Is that right? Yeah. No way am I doing that shit. I'll just make videos. The only thing that sucks is my phone. It'll only shoot, I think, like I can't remember what the deal is. I think it only does so many minutes of video, and then it shuts down. And when I'm doing video, man, you want to talk about burning up the juice. Yeah, I was considering it until I started shopping, and I was like, no way are we doing Starlink. Maybe one of these days, if I can get Berkeley or Mitchell or Ugly Stick, a sponsor, then I'll splurge and buy one, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. Okay, thanks, Cindy. You take care. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, exactly, Doug. Right? Yeah, I got Wi-Fi at the house too. You have a wonderful day, Cindy. Thanks for coming in. Come on, fish. Just give me a sucker. I'll be happy with a sucker. I wonder if this thing would actually work. Yeah, it would. So in case it started raining, I brought this little leather thing I made here. This is called a sheep's foot. And what you do is you put this over the area where your lock and hammer is on a flintlock, and it'll keep your pan and your lock and all that. It'll keep it dry. Yeah, I brought it down in case it rained. I could put it over the phone. So about another 20 minutes before I check the bait. Still got 45%. Yes, I did make it myself. I make all kinds of stuff for my muzzle loaders, but yeah, I made it myself. You stitch it down the center and put the leather on it so I could tie it up across the bottom of the stock, and keeps my flint dry, my pan. I've only got one flintlock, but I got 3 percussion rifles and let's see, 1, 2, 5 percussion pistols. Thanks, man. Yeah, and I sprayed the living shit out of this with waterproofing, and this thing, I mean, literally water just rolls right off this thing. Yeah, one of these days I'll do a video on all the stuff I make, the little tools and leather and antler accessories and my powder horns and all the stuff I've made. I'll have to do a video on that. Maybe even do a live stream because I'm sure people will have questions. Save that for a rainy, snowy day, like maybe tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to snow the next 2 days. Hey, Nicole, what's going on? Yeah, I don't do any tooling or any of that kind of stuff. I just make, stuff out of necessity. I got a shot bag that my cousin made my dad when my dad first bought his Hawken rifle back in '78, and I still pack that bag. My dad gave it to me when he quit hunting. Oh, really? Got all the thimbles? No, not yet, Nick. I've been down here for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and not even a bite, nothing. Earlier we did have an otter come by though, and I got some good footage of him, and he was just mowing down on crayfish. Well, one time he came up, I seen he had a fish, but every time he came back up, he'd have a crawdad. But yeah, these stupid fish, man, they don't get it. They're not cooperating. I thought for sure I'd at least have a sucker by now. Chaos, what's going on, man? All right. Take care, Ron. I appreciate you coming by, man. Yeah, the next time I go out bottom fishing like this, I'm heading down to Lower Wanapum. Right on. Yeah, I haven't targeted salmon for fishing here in Washington State. When I grew up in California, we used to salmon fish all the time. I think the biggest salmon I ever caught though was only about 6 or 7 pounds. Lots of stock, yeah. Now steelhead, I've fished steelhead. I've caught a couple steelhead, but I haven't been steelhead fishing in years. And just like we all knew it was going to happen this year in Washington State, you have to pay for a steelhead tag card. Oh, here comes some swans. You guys see them? Here. Flock of swans. Pretty cool, huh? Swans are lucky because you can't, in this state, I don't think you can hunt swan in this state. Or I don't know if you can hunt them at all. I know you can snow geese, but I don't think you can Those were trumpeter swans. And I don't think you can hunt them. I'm not sure though. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're protected. I know they are in Washington State, but I didn't know if they were federally. Yeah, they lucked out. The swans made the protected list. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yep, I know what you mean, Doug. That's, I see that on the river, like especially on the Wenatchee River, and it's closed waters. I mean, that river was only open, I think, for 8 or 9 days this year, and I think that was only for salmon, one species, and there was no steelhead fishing because the numbers were so low. And I go down there, and the river's been closed for a month, and here's this guy down there fishing on the bank with worms, and it's not even a bait area. It's fly fishing only area, selective rules, and this guy's down there bait fishing. And I just went down to see if I could see any salmon running. Man, as soon as I got off that river, I got right on the phone to Fish and Game and turned his ass in. And he was a visitor. Come on, fish. Yeah, about, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, I was up at Sullivan Lake, way up north, and there was a flock of swans out on the lake. Must have been 250 of them. I didn't even know there was that many of them in that area, but that was the biggest flock of swans I ever seen. Yeah, yeah, they're protected here, and there's like with the Canadian geese, you can only hunt those. They have odd and even numbers for every. Oh, what the hell? Was that a fish? If that was a fucking big fish. It's probably a duck. But the Canadian geese, the last number of your license, odd and even, and so they'll go every other day, odd and even, that you can hunt Canadian geese. So you can't hunt them every day, only every other day. Hey, Jackson, what's up, man? I've heard that they can reach those high speeds like that in the jet stream. You know what? That was a fucking fish because I don't see no ducks around, no mergansers. That was a fish. That was a nice fish then. Yes, Castor. Okay, so here's the deal. If any of those, I've been trolling those PETA channel, that guy that trolled me. I've been trolling him for a couple days. So if anybody shows up and starts complaining about me hurting the fish, if you can tell he's a PETA or activist, don't time him out. Let Castor have some fun with him, or you can all have some fun with them. So yeah, if we get an animal rights activist in here, don't send him away. Let's fuck with him. In fact, any trolls that come on, you guys. Thanks, BC. I will do that. Alma, Wisconsin, huh? Okay. I don't know if I've told you. I think I've already told you guys the sheep joke. I got a couple of them. Thousands of different types of geese, huh? I think we've only got like trumpeter swans. We got the Canadian geese. We got snow geese. And I think that's about it for the big waterfowl. What's up, Dirty? Thanks for coming in, man. That's a big ass bird, but that is a juvenile bald eagle. That might be a golden eagle. I know we got both here, but mostly bald eagles. But around here on these rivers, we do have golden eagles. Bye, Miss Daisy. Thanks for coming in. Casting card, what's going on, man? We're doing some bank fishing. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Cast. Nope, no luck, man. I've been in the water now for almost 3 hours and not even a fucking bite. Nothing. We did see an otter though. I got some earlier footage of an otter. He was hammering it. I seen him catch one fish and probably at least a half a dozen crawdads, crayfish. Otters are very cool. This is a river. This is the Columbia River. It may well be a lake because, I don't know, 10, 12 miles downriver is Rock Island Dam, and then about 3.5, 4 miles upriver is Rocky Reach Dam. So it's basically a lake. But both of those dams have fish ladders for the salmon and steelhead. Oh, and then we had a guy come down here that was just about a racist prick. I mean, he just started right in. Everything he talked about was he just a fucking racist, man. So I put my phone on mute till he left. Yeah. Yeah, we got, there's a lot of freshwater clams here in this river. And the crayfish, you could hear them crunching up the shells on those crayfish though. But we got a lot of freshwater clams, but the big ones are far and few between. And if you can get the big ones, you can put them on and use them for bait, and they actually work pretty good. In fact, if you put a clam on, you're guaranteed a bullhead, a black cat. Yeah, we got eagles. In fact, one just flew by about, I don't know, probably about 7, 8 minutes ago. It looked like a golden eagle. It was pretty good size. Hey, Vinny, what's going on? Is this your first time here? The blue dots, yes. The, the blue dot specials, as they say in Wales, huh? Yeah, I know. They'll fuck you up. When that otter was out here coming where my lines are at, I started chucking rocks at him because I don't want to catch a fucking otter. There's no way I could get the hook out of him. Yeah, we got a couple rivers up north. They they've got the freshwater mussels in them, and they're just kind of in huge clumps. Looks like, a couple hundred of them. Yeah, I love swans. Hey, DCP Kayak, what is up, my friend? Thanks for coming in. See how much power I got left here. 37%. I can't wait till that charger shows up, man. Nope, nothing. Not even a bite, bro. This is a fucking tough stretch of water to fish right here, man. The trout, catch and release only on trout. Catch and release on sturgeon. That's good shit right there. That's funny. I don't care who you are, man. Brother Gavin. We're not going to tell anybody about the sheep, okay? We all know they're a bunch of fucking liars. Watch my line, dude. Whew, I thought he was going to nail that line. Hmm. And a sore bum, yeah. Yeah, I just hope it isn't a blue whale, huh? Well, what time is it? Almost 3 hours. Not a freaking bite. Hmm. Yeah, one nice thing about fishing this stretch of river is you save a fortune in bait because you never catch shit. Like I say, in this stretch of river, the only thing I ever caught is a northern pike minnow, a sucker, and 3 smallmouth bass that were under 8 inches. Ride the sheep, don't let the sheep ride you, right? Gotcha. I knew I was doing something wrong. Hey, what's up, Release the Grease? Thanks for stopping in, man. You gonna split, Gavin? No, I haven't, Caster. I almost slept in this morning, and my wife comes in and wakes me up. She goes, "Hey, are you going fishing today?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was thinking about it." But she goes, "Well, it's already 5:30. You better get up." I laid there for about 20 minutes, and I was like, "I don't know if I should fish or not." And then she came in, or told me to check the weather, and I checked the weather. It's supposed to be in the mid 30s today, and then snowing for the next 2 days. So I thought, "Yeah, I'm going fishing." Yeah, right. Yeah, dynamite. Yeah, I don't know if I'll fish here again. I think I'll fish upriver or way down 2 hours from my house and go all the way down to lower Wanapum. Yeah, I don't know about this. I think I'm gonna reel my shit in. I'll leave it running until I get home. What is Specsavers? Oh, oh fuck, that's a bite. God damn it. I missed it. Come on, prick. Man, I smell skunk. It might not have been a bite, but I think it was. It definitely smells skunk. Somebody's dog probably got shot. Blasted. Yeah. Did you see that? I didn't know if you guys could see that bite. Get the fucking bells off, Grandpa. The fish count is 0. We're getting skunked today, for sure. Yeah, because I'm going to be splitting. Fucking son of a bitch. That's current. Nope. I don't even know for sure if it was a hit. Yeah, there's a guy down the river. Looks like he's bass fishing. Yeah, he's bass fishing. I think so too. Just being out here, man, I just enjoy it. Even if I get skunked, I still had a great time, man. But I think I'm gonna reel this one in. I was way out there, man. Nope, those are definitely not bites. That was current moving it around. Hey, John P., what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping in, man. Hey, Martin, what's up, brother? I'm caught up on chat here, man. I know I gotta oil that. That reel it's needing oiling. Here's those bait balls that I had made up. They got a big piece of liver in them, and I soak them in cherry Kool-Aid. The only thing is they're such a bitch to get off the hook, you have to cut them off. Here comes the kayaker. Good, he's on the channel. Okay. Alrighty. So I wanted to show you guys. I make these custom rod holders here. I got a hell of a deal going on them for the month of January. So I'll put the link in the the section below, and if you guys are interested in any of these custom rod holders, I'll make a hell of a deal on them. I'm just rolling up here, guys. I'm going to be a little late coming into your live stream, Maddie, but I will be there. No, you didn't miss anything, bro. Alrighty, so we're gonna head back up to the truck here. Darn it. I'm jerking you guys around here a little bit. So, turn this back around, carry that, and these. Okie dokie, let's take a walk. Filled up, man. When I got here this morning, there was only one car in the parking lot. Man, those are some huge mallards. Yeah, this is the swimming area right here. Man, I got goose shit all over the bottom of my boots, so well, it'll wash off. Set you guys down here for a minute. Burr. Alrighty, here we go. Hey, Live, you take care, man. Thanks for coming by, brother. Clicker. All right, Maddie, I'm gonna be a little bit late, bro, but I'm definitely coming in, man. Phone on the charger here. Okay, let's see here. This, that. Down. Well, we got skunk, but hey, man. Oh shit, I took the wrong freaking turn. I always do that, goddamn it. Yeah, Maddie should be going live like in the next minute. 11:30. Yeah, there he is right there. I just got his notification. In fact, as soon as I get up here to this next stoplight, I'm going to probably end this and go ahead and go over to Maddie's and watch him, because he's live right now. I want to thank everybody for coming by today. I sure appreciate it. But if you guys can, let's go all head over to Maddie's and show him some love, huh? I'm going to end this right up here, guys, in about 3 minutes. Like I said, I appreciate everybody coming by. All right, cool, Martin. Thank you guys all for coming by. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you at Maddie's. In fact, I'm going to pull over and do it right now and switch over to his. All right, you guys take care, man. Thanks, everybody, for coming by.